MSCs, and they have the ability when administered intravenously to pass the lungs and make it to the site of inflammation and damage. They hone in at a much stronger rate than traditional MSCs. So the way to think of it is like you're taking a heat-seeking missile that's able to find exactly where the S1P, SP1 inflammation damage cell is. It's the signal that a cell sends out, hey, I'm damaged. These mu cells will navigate straight to those damaged cells through phagocytosis, absorb that cell, take on its phenotype, and be a young, healthy, vibrant version of that cell. And all of this occurs within 3 days. So that's why you're seeing such crazy results in Dubai and overseas. And these are the treatments that are coming into the U.S. That are going to be manufactured here on U.S. soil and utilized in states right now like Florida, Texas, Arizona, and the states that have built pathways that make this approachable for people. The hope is that we can build a regulatory pathway at the federal level that will allow accessibility too. Because what is definitively clear is these treatments, even the old MSCs and purified amnion and Wharton's jelly and all those things, there's no arguing that they're extremely safe. I mean, there's 30, 40 years of data on these products. They are safe. They are available in nature. They occur naturally. The question is, how efficacious are they? What disease states can they help with? And how much can they move the needle? And that's where this gets tricky because the FDA doesn't want people out there making claims. And I understand that because there's so many people who are snake oil salesmen. And my thing is, I'm not here to make a claim. I'm just here to say accessibility is important because for the people who don't have any more lifeline left, who knows what this could do for them? For the patients, battling some sort of neurocognitive issue, these cells are able to pierce into the midbrain. I mean, and I have all these, Jamie, a bunch of these studies I have listed on Ways to Well's website, just so I'm not throwing random stuff out there. I think I listed 7 or 8 of Mari Dazawa's studies that back everything that I'm saying. But the premise is, the future's bright, and I think that Muse will be an integral part of what we see here in the United States in the future of biologics.
When we're talking about genes, these obviously are in the body, these cells. Is there a potential future where they could just turn these things on and not have to add exogenous stem cells?
So here's the problem is you have a precipitous decline as you age, right? And so just like what we're seeing with peptides, you have a certain amount of these, and as you age, they appear to decline. The other thing that this is crazy. So you've got this scientist, Dr. Dominic Deutscher, out of Germany. Brilliant guy, Stanford trained, went to Stanford, did research at Stanford, went to Harvard, University of Munich, crazy background, 14 years of stem cell research. He catches wind of what Mari's doing, and he had been working on a study going, there appears to be this weird subset of stem cells that I can't figure out what they're doing, but they're not there in diabetic patients. When I look at patients that are diabetic, they don't have this subset. So what is this subset and what is it doing? But he couldn't figure it out. He was on the cusp of figuring it out. And then he meets Mari and goes, oh my God, you literally figured out what the fuck I've been trying to solve for the last 14 years. The reason is these patients are diabetic and their system is so chronically riddled with inflammation and all these issues. The environment or whatever it is, their lifestyle caused the decline and basically the end of these cells. All their ability to heal was used up. Is that part of the reason, other than just blood flow and the other challenges of diabetics, it could be one of the under causing attributes that are causing these diabetic patients to heal poorly, to be chronically inflamed. So it could be part of that equation. But what's fascinating is it also declines as we age. So you're going to see way more of these at birth, way less of these in your 30s, probably non-existent by the time you're in your 40s and 50s. And so if we can take these cells, these goodies of life, and we can administer them proactively and preventatively, they even did mitochondrial testing. I don't know if that study's released yet. If it is, I'll add it to the website. I'll find out from Mari. but they did a mitochondrial function test. One IV bag administration took 1.5 years off the mitochondrial age.
Whoa.
And so